willkommen zu einem neuen Elevator-Vlog. Ich habe heute einen Special Guest bei mir und das ist DJ Angelo. DJ Angelo, thank you for stepping by.
No problem, Mirko. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I hope you too.
I'm good, thanks.
Yeah. I'm really glad that you came over because you brought with you the whole new Elite setup, right?
That's right.
We are lucky that you brought also the Elite mixer because we don't have it right now, but it will come out soon, I guess, right?
It's coming very soon. Yeah, this is my my own model. This is one of the prototypes, but you guys are going to get your hands on it real soon.
Yeah, and he just brought it with him to look cool. But I get it. It's really looking like it should be, right?
Sure.
So let's talk about the main focus today. We have the RP-8000 MK2 right here. And a lot has changed since 2013, I guess, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the time when the RP-8000 MK1 came out. And since then, you really was a big fan, right? And
sure, I was involved with the MK1 also, and as you know, turntables are my choice of instruments.
Your thing, yeah.
I was excited about those at the time, and a lot of DJs loved having the MIDI features on that turntable. So we wanted to step things up, take it to the next level for the MK2, and I'm going to tell you all about it and why I love this turntable.
That would be so great if you just can tell me everything you know about this.
Okay, so where should we start? I guess from the outset, the turntable itself is a more heavier, more sturdy turntable. Yeah. It's better isolated against feedback and bass and interference if you're playing in clubs and festival stages, things like that. We've incorporated the same upgraded VTA tone arm, which is used on the RP-8000
MK2.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Much more reliable tone arm, really awesome to use. We have the same great functionality from the MK1, such as the brake adjust and the torque adjust, so you can get the turntable feeling exactly how you want it to. We've made some minor changes to the LED display. We can still have the pitch showing.
Yeah.
And now we can also hold shift and press one of the ultra pitch buttons, and this will show you the BPM of the track in Serato.
Oh, nice.
And in future updates, we will also be able to show you the time elapsed and the time remaining of the track playing in Serato.
Directly in the LCD.
So
that's
a lot of
cool.
A lot of information right here at your fingertips, reducing the need to always look at
the screen
of the laptop. Which is what we're trying to do as performers. We have the ultra pitch, of course, if you wanted to, mix with big pitch ranges.
Yes.
The quartz lock to return the pitch to 0% at any time. We've improved and updated the light, so it's now a unibody aluminium design.
It's kind of like the whole design gives me like a little bit Christian Bale,
it's
Batman mobile.
Yeah,
housing,
man, it's a sexy kind of black design.
It is. I really like it.
So let's move further down. Everything you'd expect, 33, 45, and if you press both, you have 78 RPM,
of course.
So a lot of different range there. We have a reverse button, which a lot of DJs wanted to keep. A lot of producers sample things in reverse, for example. But let's move on to the main change now, which is this section here. So the first thing you'll notice is that the pads are a lot bigger. And not only are they bigger, they're now colored, right?
Yes.
So we've got RGB LED feedback. And the colors, of course, will match the colors you've assigned in Serato. So much bigger pads, a lot more comfortable, and you can be a lot more precise when you're finger drumming and things like that. But I think one of the main things that DJs are going to really love is the ability to have independent pad modes.
What is that?
So that basically means you can be in a different pad mode on the turntable as you are on the mixer. So now we can do a lot more than we could before. In the past, Serato limited the modes you could use. It was one mode at a time. You had to toggle between them. But now I can be in hot cues on the Elite mixer, and I can be in samples on the turntable.
So I get it. Yeah.
So it's opened the doors to being a lot more creative. So let me run through the modes. We have a new streamlined mode section. So I'm in cue point mode right now.
So you can set your cue points and you can delete them as well.
That's right, yeah. So here's the cues, and then you can hold shift to delete them.
All right. Nice.
Yeah. There's 3 layers to each pad mode. So this is cue point mode right now. If I hold shift, if I press a second time, it now turns green. I'm now in the second layer, which is saved loops. So I don't have any right now, but if I had saved loops, I would be able to,
would be shown there.
I would be able to arm them.
All right.
And there's a third layer. If I hold shift, press it again, it's now changed to a different color, orange, which signifies that we're now in user 1 mode, which is basically a mappable mode. It's a mode of your choosing. You can map whatever you want.
You can get everything you want to have.
Customizable to whatever you want in the software. So that's the first one. You already heard me use the samples. First layer is samples.
I don't get this sample, man. Sorry.
How about this one?
DJ Angelo.
That's better. Better than the...
Yeah, I got to change that.
Yeah, man.
Okay, secondary layer. The green mode is pitch play.
Yeah.
So that's a really cool feature that Serato introduced recently. So you can now do all of your pitch play stuff on the turntable itself. And then the third layer, holding shift, takes you into user 2, which is another customizable layer where you can map to whatever you like. Moving down to the third mode. First off, we have loops. So I can set the loop according to the size you have in Serato.
All right.
The secondary press is loop rolls. And then the third layer, holding shift, is slice.
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty much everything you need to get busy, with MIDI.
Yeah, with MIDI. And the performance. This is a lot of performance right here on the turntable.
That's right.
Yeah.
And obviously the final button is shift.
Yeah.
We've streamlined the tracks encoder, so it's a lot less cumbersome when you're trying to go through your tracks. You're less likely to hit the platter. So yeah, you can cycle and load your tracks using
just
that.
one step more to just don't look at the screen all the time, look at the screen all the time, and just focus on your setup.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Nice.
That's the plan. So that's the MIDI section. Let's move on to the key feature, or the feature that I'm most excited about, and I think everyone else will be. And this is a brand new feature that we've introduced called Platter Play. And if you look on the turntable here, underneath the reset button,
Platter Play,
Platter Play. And the way you access that is by holding shift and pressing reset. This now takes the turntable into a brand new mode, which is actually turning the turntable into a legitimate musical instrument.
How does it do that?
So now I can play musically, exact notes, in steps, in scales, and play it like a keyboard, piano, whatever. You can play melodically.
How?
I'll show you right now. So if I load up a single sound, like a tone, so I have a tone here.
Yeah.
So right now I'm playing in chromatic. So the chromatic scale is basically the whole of the piano. So all the way from A to G, with all all the white and black notes together, basically.
But you can change that.
That's right. So I'm in chromatic, but this turntable offers you 22 scales altogether.
Oh, okay, all right.
For example, we have major, harmonic, pentatonic, minor harmonic, blues. All kinds of really cool scales. So right now I'm in the default chromatic scale. And I'm playing in the first note, which is also the 0% of the turntable, and that's a C4. And if I press it, you can see
where the key you are in.
The LED shows me what note I'm playing.
All right.
Okay, so, but now I can actually use that note and play it melodically.
Because you don't, if I get this right, you don't do anything like MIDI notes or something like that. You just
This is not the same thing as pitch play. This is not a digital shift in the pitch. This is an analog shift. The turntable is actually changing speed according to the pads that I'm playing. This is 1 octave right now. I can go down to a lower octave, and as you can see, the turntable is playing slower, which is what's making
That's crazy.
the tone of a lower scale.
That's a nice feature.
And I can go up to the higher register.
Okay, I get it.
It's a lot of fun. And if you're musically minded, or even if you're not, you can start to understand music theory a lot more, and yeah, become more of a musician with this turntable alone.
It
and
basically really turns it into an instrument, like you
right.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll admit, I was not much of a geek on music theory in the past, but this turntable is actually making me learn more about scales, and keys, and playing things in tune. So it's just another way of performing live and performing in a more musical and spontaneous.
Yeah.
And you can jam along, like you can jam along musically, not just rhythmically. Scratching is one way of playing spontaneously, but this is another level where it's more musical. Playing notes.
Okay.
So
that really opens the door for much more performance and creativity.
That's right.
As before.
Exactly. So we have Platter Play and we have the MIDI controls. And to go back to MIDI, you just press a pad mode. And now I'm out of Platter Play, back to
MIDI.
The MIDI. So it has Platter Play and the MIDI controls combined, which makes it the most advanced turntable ever made. And yeah, it's going to really open a lot of doors into what is possible in a DJ performance.
That's crazy. I'm really, really looking forward to see what people will come up with that feature.
Me too, man. I'm learning it. It's all new ground for me as well, but I'm really enjoying and like having fun in a different way than I've ever done before, because of I'm able to express more musically now in my DJ sets.
Just let me ask you about I'm not sure. Rear panel, right. Rear panel is the right word?
Panel? Yeah.
Rear panel?
Yeah. Let's take a look at the rear panel.
We could say it different, but we won't. But I got something else in mind. But yeah, let's talk about the rear panel.
Okay.
You
want to take a look at this one?
Yeah, let's have a look.
All right. So we've made some changes to the Mark II. As you can see, we now have 2 outs. We have a phono and a line out.
All right.
And this is really quite significant because we can have 2 signals coming out of just one turntable.
Oh.
So, for example, you could use one turntable plugged into 2 different mixers, which is, it's efficient, and you can also use the same setup for a DJ battle, which is
all right, I guess,
with DJs using different mixers.
Okay.
You can also use one as a record out.
Yep.
To record into a sound card and Ableton or something like that.
Yeah.
And also you can even connect one directly to the mixer and another one to a sound card, to a Serato sound card, for example, and you can toggle on the mixer from line to phono directly.
A lot of options just by having 2 outputs.
Yeah, it's massive. You can do so much with it. And another key feature that we've added to the Mark II is the master power on and off button.
Tell me, why does a turntable need 2 power outs?
Okay, so as well as having this, which is now just the motor power, we have the master power.
Okay.
Which means now, if the master power is on, and we turn off the motor, we still keep the MIDI functionality.
Oh.
So the turntable still operates and still communicates with Serato, even though the platter is on.
Yes.
So you can now do kind of motor off tricks, and you can still trigger things.
You get the turntable down effect, like
Exactly. So that's something that a lot of people wanted, and I'm really happy that we've managed to incorporate that.
That's a crazy feature.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and then you got your master out.
Yeah. Master, ground.
Yeah.
The USB connection, so you can actually connect one turntable into the other and just have one USB coming out if you like, or you can even attach an external MIDI device such as a keyboard and play the platter using a keyboard. Yeah, it's possible.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and also you'll be able to play the platter using the Elite mixer as well. Using the pads. So yeah, it's a game changer.
It is a really, we would say in Germany, it's a runde Sache. What should we say that in English? It's like a round thing, like it makes sense.
Okay.
It's a runde Sache.
I'll remember that.
No, I'm impressed. It's just a whole setup that really makes sense together, as well as single. You can use that as a single thing, And that as a single sim, but combined together, it is really a nice setup, you know, that really connects and communicate. Along with the feature that you told me, like the different pad modes that you can have on the mixer and on the turntable. I'm really impressed with that. And the Platter Play mode, damn. I'm really looking forward for seeing what people or DJs came up with. As well as I would like to see that from you.
Okay.
Could you like perform a little bit for us?
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah? That would be nice, man.
Let's do it.
So that was impressive. Thank you very much for coming by.
Thanks
and
for having me.
showing every new detail on the RP-8000 MK2. Yeah, I'm really looking forward for every, I don't know, setup, DJ competition or whatever that will come with this little baby or this setup. Especially when this baby will come out, we will, of course, give you a vlog about that too. And I hope you will come over again and show us everything about that baby.
I'm sure that can be arranged.
I hope you can arrange something. Yeah. So yeah, again, thank you for coming by, and thank
Good to see
you.
you.
And I will look forward to euch wieder zu sehen beim nächsten Vlog, wenn es wieder heißt, ein neuer Vlog.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Oh. Angelo, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Can't do that.
Why? It's not. It's fauch like a cat. Angelo.
You better not be recording.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, great.
Of course.
The blooper reel.